Hi, Run Your Story family. This is Allison Gilliard with Run Your Story, where every story needs to be heard. And fueling our run stories this month and making sure they're heard is our good friends at Spring Hill Boot Camp Impact Training. Guys, if you're hitting the pavement, hitting the court, whatever you're doing physical activity, you have to stay strong. And in order to cross that finish line strong and to finish strong, as Coach Emily Bullock likes to say, then we need strength training. And so Spring Hill Boot Camp and Pack Training, they are the go-to place in Mobile, Alabama. Love those guys. All the coaches are amazing and they know how to push you without you getting injured. They know how to motivate you, keep you encouraged, and they see what you can do when you can't see it yourself. I absolutely love all the coaches at boot camp. And not only that, but when you're working out there, they're going to say, hey guys, this is for running, or this is for pickleball, or this is for getting up and down for daily activity. It's so important. And we know that we can run for ages and ages. And that's our whole goal right now, is to be able to run for the rest of our lives. And to be able to do that, we need to stay as injury-free as possible. And that comes with strength training. And so big shout out and big thank you to Spring Hill Boot Camp, where they take HIIT training, they take strength days, they take butts and guts days. They do it all, from the core to the head to the toe. I mean, they focus on it all. And that's a Spring Hill Boot Camp. If you're wanting more one-on-one personal training, small group kind of training, that's gonna be at Pack Training. And no matter where you go, or you can do both, they believe in the running community, they believe in you as a person, and they just wanna see you succeed in whatever that is. Again, from being a grandparent to be able to pick up your grandkids or be able to get off the floor, or whether it's cross the finish line of that marathon, these guys have got you, and they believe in the running community so much that they created a run club. Come join us Saturday morning, 7 a.m. at Carpe Diem. If you are not in the area and you're listening, we'd love to have you when you come visit. Like, we would absolutely love that. So come check us out. It'd be absolutely amazing. And then go to boot camp and work out. They are phenomenal. So thank you to Spring Hill Boot Camp, and thank you to Pack Training for believing in the running community and believing in the run stories and believing in this podcast. Speaking of believing, I absolutely love it when I have running friends that are like, hey, do you know who you should be on the podcast? It's so much fun. And when Derek Williams texted me and he was like, hey, I need you to get Ann Jackson on the podcast, I was like, let's go. I had only known Ann through social media and through running at Hollow the Dollar. And I would see her with Derek and No Facebook Bill and the rest of the gang. And I knew who she was by the way she was running. I was like, oh, there's Ann. That's it. That's all I knew about her. So I loved this. I love that I got to sit down and get to know Ann more. And just what an incredible human being. She's phenomenal. I love you, Ann. You are so stinking cool. And guys, the takeaways that you're going to get from her is, I love how she shared how going for PE and a teacher saw her and said, hey, I want you to join my track team. Guys, the power that coaches and teachers have and adults have over students is impeccable. And not only that, but all of this started with her knowing about a 5K growing up and her watching these runners. So if you were out there, and I say this speaking to myself, saying, man, like I feel terrible, or I look terrible, or I'm a horrible runner, why am I doing this? Just know that there is somebody younger than you that's watching you, that they are saying, I can't wait to run that 5K. I can't wait to be like that person. You are impacting the next generation. And that's exactly what Ann shares. It's amazing to hear her story and the importance of listening to your body, having the importance of knowing when to push or when to hold back, and also how our friends help us sign up for races and push us to where, again, we need those group of encouragers to say, you can do this, you can do more. I'm going to help get you there. I love the stories that she shares, the memories that she shares. You guys are going to absolutely love this podcast. You're going to love Ann and her story and just all the things. I can't wait to see her again at a local race. I can't wait to cheer her on. She has got a heart of gold and a heart for the running community. So thank you, Ann, for sharing your story. Thank you for what you're bringing to the running community and the next generation, and for being that reminder that you never know who's watching you and the importance of speaking life into one another. With that being said, guys, lace up those running shoes, get ready, get set, and go run with my friend Ann and her run story. Allison! It's funny, we were just talking about how I know your silhouette from running. And that's it. And then Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
And our friend Derek was like, hey, you should definitely interview Ann. And I was like, you're definitely right. Let's do this. So I'm really excited because here you are all dressed up, not running gear, and gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And I was like, wow, that's what Ann looks like.
I can clean up sometimes.
Oh, you do it very well. I mean, you're a very cute runner too. Like your little ponytail and everything. That's what I'm saying. I know your silhouette. I know Ann from running. And that's it. But I have no idea anything else about you. I don't even know your run story.
All right. Well, I'm ready to tell you.
Let's go.
All right. So when I was a kid in elementary school, I went to a school that didn't have a ton of sports or anything, but we always volunteered at the Red Cross Run. And I know they don't do it anymore, but it was at Municipal Park. And I remember volunteering there as a kid and watching all of these runners. And I always thought it was so cool that people were out there running. And I would always walk the fun run, but I saw the people running the 5K and I was like, oh my gosh, they are amazing. They're running so far. So I was in awe of all these runners. So that was really just my first kind of glimpse at running. Well, when I got to high school, I was not very sporty. I didn't play a lot of sports. I know some of the other people on the podcast say that running was punishment for their sport, but I'm just not, I don't have hand-eye coordination. I always tell people that's why I run now, because that's about all I can do is put one foot in front of the other.
Hey, listen, some days that's hard enough.
It is. A lot of times I trip just doing that. So in high school, I was in 9th grade, PE class, and they told us to run a mile around the baseball field. And so a lot of kids were walking, and I started thinking, like, I feel like I could do this. I feel like I could run a mile. I'm just going to see if I can run a mile out there. So I ran my mile, and I got done, and it really wasn't that bad. I kind of enjoyed it. So afterward, I'm standing outside the school, and the headmaster comes up to me, and it was really weird, and he goes, "Are you a dancer?" And I said, "No, why?" He said, "Well, your calves are really big." I was like, "Thank you." So he was the headmaster of the school, but he was also the track coach.
Okay.
And he said, "Well, I saw you running out there, and I want you to run track for me." And I thought, okay, well, I have nothing better to do, so sure, I'll run track. So started running track, and I loved it. I was actually a sprinter, but I did the 400 too. So you need some endurance for the 400. So then the next year, our school started a cross-country team. And he said, "I want you to run cross-country, not because I think you're going to be good at it, but I want you to," he didn't really say it like that. But
I got big calves.
he said, "I don't have a lot. I know you're not going to be in the front because you're better at these other things, but you need to stay in shape for the 400. And I said, "Okay, well, I'll do that." So I went all through high school and ran cross-country and track. I was mid at both of them. Ran a little bit through college, not in college or anything, just here and there. I would run for a few months and then maybe I'd take a break. And that kind of went on through my late 20s. Well, then in my late 20s, I was at work and a friend of mine who also ran told me that she was going to run a half marathon. And that's something that I always wanted to do. And so I said, okay, well, I'll sign up and I'll do a half marathon. So my first half marathon, I think it was around 2010 maybe. And it was the Pensacola half marathon. Well, trained and everything with a friend, and a couple of days before the half marathon, my grandmother passed away. So I really was torn on whether I wanted to run it. And I talked to my family about it, and they said, "Ann, you've trained for this. You need to go run it." So I ran that half marathon, and I loved it. And I felt like she was watching over me the whole time. And I just really felt this peace about me. So the half marathon, it went great. My goal was just to finish since it was my first one. And then after I finished that, I was ready to sign up for my next half marathon. And I was ready to sign up for a marathon. So then about 6 months later, I ran my first marathon. Wow. And so that was the Rock and Roll Marathon in New Orleans. And so I did that year and the next 2 years. And I wasn't running it for time or anything. I was just out there to finish and have a good time. And so then I got married, had kids, and so I did not run a marathon again for a while. I kept running. I had to take a little break whenever I was pregnant and right after I had kids just because life was chaotic.
Sure, absolutely. You're running around.
Oh, yeah. So then I went several years and was only able to run 3 times a week. My goal would be 15 miles a week, and that would be on the high end of what I was able to run. Well, then a couple of years ago, I was able to step it up and add a few more days in, and I started getting the itch to do another marathon. I'd been doing halves. I just didn't. A marathon takes a lot of time to train for, and I didn't feel like I could leave my kids and my husband for that long, 4 or 5 hours on a Saturday or Sunday out there running. And so finally last year, or I guess it was this year, it was in January, I finally ran a full marathon again. So that was fun, and I think I will continue to maybe do one a year.
Wow.
I can't do more than one a year.
That's hilarious. You nailed it, though. It's pretty much like another full-time job or part-time job where you're like, okay, and if you're not regimented with it, one day off and you're just like, whoa, it throws everything off.
It really does. There were days that I had to, on my schedule, it would show 13 miles or 15 miles on a weekday.
Yeah.
And so I ended up taking a half day off work so I could get that done.
Yeah.
It's either that or get up at 2 a.m. and I can't do the Derek Williams training where he gets up at 2 a.m. and runs 18 miles on the treadmill.
And then go to the gym. Oh, yeah, I'm going to head to the gym.
I know.
I'll work out there. And you're just like, okay.
I know. He's amazing.
Yeah, I don't know how he sleeps. I don't think
he does.
He doesn't know how to sleep.
No.
Yeah.
He catches up on sleep on the weekends.
Yeah.
Is what he says.
That's wild.
It is wild.
So what has been your favorite marathon?
Well, so I've done 4 now.
Okay.
So I did the rock and roll 3 times. Okay. And then last year, or I guess early this year, I did the Louisiana Marathon.
Oh,
so I don't
love Louisiana Marathon.
It was good, but it was cold and it was very windy. So I really only have 2 to choose from.
And they were both in Louisiana.
Yeah. I really liked them both. I don't know. They were both good.
You know what's crazy about that story is so I ran the quarter marathon that Saturday because I had signed up for the half and I had gotten really sick and I just knew, I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to run the half. So we went down early and I knew I was going to need that Sunday to recover. So that Saturday, it was hot and humid. So then that Sunday, you marathoners and half marathoners had the cold, windy, like my kind of weather to run in. I was like, tank top and everything that Saturday.
Oh, I hate running in the heat.
Crazy. And I was like, this is and then of course that's the week that it snowed in our area.
That is. That's right.
Just a few days later.
That is right.
Yeah.
Because my in-laws were in town from Minnesota and they left there and there was no snow and came down here and it snowed like crazy. Yeah.
Whoa.
And then they ended up having to stay with us a few more days because of the snow.
Everything was shut down.
Yeah. So
that is great. So you have clearly learned some lessons from running.
I have.
What are some of those?
One is that I'm capable of a lot more than I think I am, but also running can really humble you. You can feel great and like you're going to have a great race, and once you start running, something's off and your body just doesn't want to do it that day. So I've really learned to listen to my body. I was not good about this when I was younger, but as I get older, if I start out on a 10-mile run and I feel like my body really only wants to run 6, I'll stop at 6. When I used to push through and just make myself do it. Or if I feel like I need a rest day, I rest now. So that's one of the lessons I've learned is to listen to my body.
That's good. That's really good.
And that's tough to do sometimes.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially when you have this number on your training plan that's telling you to run this amount and you're like, no, I'm not feeling that. I feel like it's going to make me worse.
Yeah.
If I run that, I'm going to be just laying on the couch the rest of the day. So
that is really good advice and a really good lesson. I'm so glad you shared that. It's really good.
Well, it took me a long time to learn that.
Right. I'm still learning that. Still learning it. Oh my goodness. So you've mentioned some 5Ks, some halves, and then obviously your marathons that you've done. But do you have a favorite race, like overall, that you're like, "Ooh, this is just my favorite"?
Well, you're going to like this.
Okay.
Battleship 12K.
Oh, such a good race.
It is a really good race, and it's usually cold for that one.
Yes.
So I like cold races. Any race that is hot is not me because I sweat like a man.
You and me are BFFs right now. I'm like, I was just saying, I'm like, this is me. I don't run your pace, but I'm like, yeah, girl.
It was
so
funny.
good.
I finished a run back in May. It was that Bowling on Belrose.
Oh, yeah.
And when I finished, oh gosh, it was that was tough. But when I finished, they had a cold plunge thing there, and my friend said, "Oh, did you just get in the cold plunge?" And it was because I was dripping. I was like, "No, I'm just drenched with sweat." But I've been hearing that. I'm used to it. I've heard it my whole life.
Look, I learned that I need to carry shirts with me now because I
To
just
change
will
into.
just be drenched, especially if I go run and then go into the gym. Because I will walk into the gym and I'm already like as if I've worked out. And I'm just like, no, I didn't.
And it's so uncomfortable when your clothes are wet and
yes.
it just, I don't know, I hate it.
And then it's humid outside and you're like, man, I can't do nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
It's good to know that somebody else has the man sweat problem.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Oh, yeah. I will tell you this. I love my good cold plunge. That has been a game changer.
I have not done one yet.
Oh,
I need to do it.
I got one. You can come to my house. I have one at my house. It's amazing.
Oh,
I got one
wow.
for Christmas because I just would stay so hot. And then you're trying to bring down your core temperature and you're like, man, I'm just staying hot throughout the day no matter what time I get up and go run.
Yeah.
And then especially Sundays at Holla at the Dollar.
Oh, gosh.
So you're just like, okay, so I go get my thing and I'm like, I want to be bone cold. I want to be able to put a sweatshirt on. That's how cold I want to be.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Oh, that's cool. I'm going
Yeah.
to have to try it for sure, though.
seriously. Got you. I love that. Love Battleship 12K.
Well, some of my other favorite races, I loved the Senior Bowl 10K back in the day. I hate that we don't do it anymore.
The after party was phenomenal.
It was. It was such a good one. And it's flat and it was usually cold. So it was just a great race.
Yes.
I like the Bells in the Bayou half marathon because that one's another cold one. And I like the scenery on that one. And I really like that there's not a lot of people. I do. You're running by the water. I don't know. I just really like that one.
You like being in Bayou La Batre.
I do.
Okay.
I do. And the Mobile half is always a good one too. And I know other people have said they did not like the Seaside half marathon, but I really enjoyed the Seaside half marathon.
Okay.
And I think so, and I'm the oddball out here too, but I like an out and back
Okay.
because so I run the first half and then I turn around and I start seeing, well, on my way out, I see the runners so I can see the winners. So it gives me something to do. I will count. I will see where I am. I know, I'm a nerd.
Stop.
I'll start counting all the females so I can see.
Oh my God. That's a first. I've not heard this.
It gives me something to do. A lot of times it makes me speed up because they're running a lot faster than I am and I see them passing me. And so while I'm running, I'm counting. And next thing I know, 3 or 4 miles have gone by.
I also love this because you don't know if they're in your age bracket or not. You're just like, you're a girl.
No, yeah, I'm just
coming for you.
I'm just counting. I'm like, okay, I'm in 237th place. It gives me something to do. And then the people who are in front of me that I'm friends with, if I have friends running, I can see them and look for them and wave to them. And if anybody's behind me that I'm friends with, I can wave to them. So I just really love an out and back.
She's like, I love to count and know where I am. That is, I've not heard that one. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay.
And then let's see, the Gulf Coast half in Mandeville, Louisiana was another good one.
Okay.
Obviously, I like half marathons.
Yeah.
That is
that North Shore?
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
That one was a good one. It's been a while. I think I did that one in 2012 maybe, but I remember it being good.
Okay. Something about Louisiana that you really like.
There is something about
Okay.
Louisiana. Maybe it's flat.
But I've heard that North Shore is very scenic.
It
That
is.
a very scenic, like, you can get lost in the scenery kind of thing.
Oh, yeah. You go through these neighborhoods with really big houses. And I love looking at really big, pretty houses. I want to say we ran by the water. That's one of the things I like is running by the water. I really like running on bridges. So, yeah.
And that usually gives me like a Fairhope vibe.
It does.
So like the last time I was there, I was like, this is like a little Fairhope-y.
It is, yes. It's nice.
Yeah.
So I remember it being really pretty and scenic and pretty flat.
Yeah.
And so it was a good one.
Okay.
I want to go do it again. It's just hard to find people that want to go there in October because it's still pretty warm in October.
Yeah.
So
I think you should go this year. I think
I
you
might
should
do
go.
it. I might do
There
it.
might be someone announcing.
Oh, really?
So I'm just saying you should go.
Okay.
So I can neither confirm nor deny anything.
I will look at that
You
then.
should look at that.
What weekend is it?
I think it's, hang on, I can tell you. It is October 12th.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll put it on my calendar.
Yeah.
And see what we've got going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just saying.
Yep. If we don't have anything that weekend, I will try to make it.
And if you need a ride or die, we can just go together.
Oh,
do
yeah.
that.
That's awesome. Okay. I'll look at it.
We got her. Do you have a race that you don't like or one that you're like, I want to go back and redo?
I do.
Okay. Yeah.
The Big Beach Marathon, a half marathon.
Really? Okay.
Yes. So a couple weeks before that, I was on vacation with my husband and some of our friends, and we were in Sea Island for his 40th birthday. And I was supposed to run a half marathon while we were there on Jekyll Island, I think. Well, the weather was supposed to be 40 or 50 mile an hour winds and just terrible weather. So they ended up canceling the half marathon.
Okay.
Well, I had trained for it, and I was like, well, I don't want my training to go to waste. So let me see if I can find one in the next couple of weeks close to home. So I signed up for the Big Beach Marathon last minute, or half marathon. Keep saying marathon, but half marathon. And I had not ran a half marathon in under 2 hours since before I got married and had kids. And so that was a goal of mine.
Okay.
And I still just was not there, but I felt like I was trained for that. And I was like, I can do this. I'm going to do this at this half marathon. So I start out, mile 1 through 10 are great. I'm on pace. I had met a bunch of other runners around me who were keeping that same pace. We were all just running together, getting to know each other, and it was great. Well, about mile 10 and a half, you run on a lot of boardwalks for that race. And I'm bad about not lifting my feet up once I get tired.
Oh, no.
So mile 10 and a half, I trip on the boardwalk. My goal the whole time was to keep the 2-hour pacer behind me. Well, I tripped and fell. And as I fall, I hear right behind me, all the people. And that's never good. So I get up, I'm bleeding, my knee's bleeding, my hand's bleeding, my wrist is hurting. I'm trying not to cry.
Sure.
So the 2-hour pacer and everybody passes me. And of course they ask if I'm okay. And I was, but it took about a mile for me just to get my composure.
Sure.
And I ended up finishing the race in 2 hours and 1 minute.
No.
Yes. So that is why it is my least favorite race.
Oh, no.
So I do need to go back and run that one again and just redeem myself. But yeah, that was, and since then I have ran half marathons in under 2 hours. So, but yeah, I was just, it was not a good day.
There's a blood stain.
Yeah.
On that board.
Yes.
And you're like, that's me.
The after party for the race was good and everything, and everything else about the race was good. It was just that I had a bad experience.
Oh, man. But everything turned out okay. Like your wrist turned out
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Me, everything. You just,
Yeah,
oh
everything was
gosh.
good.
You just look worse than what it was.
Yes.
Oh,
And I was embarrassed.
well, yeah, of course.
It's always embarrassing
Yeah.
when you fall.
Yeah.
Or even when you trip.
Yeah. You try to catch yourself and you're like, whoa, whoa,
I tripped at Holla the other weekend, and then I started looking around. Like, did anybody see that? Luckily, I was by myself and nobody saw.
Okay.
I didn't fall, though. There's a lot of tripping and not falling involved in my life. But there have been a few falls.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. Okay.
Yeah. That's why I don't do many trail runs.
That's fair. Let's shift to race day. Do you
Okay.
have a pre-race routine?
I do, and it depends on the distance to what my pre-race routine is. So if it's like a 5K, I get up and drink coffee and have some Element. I love Element. That salty goodness. Have something small to eat, like a banana with peanut butter, maybe peanut butter toast, or one of those honey stinger waffles, something like that. And then I try to get to the race like 45 minutes ahead of time, do about a mile warm up and some stretching, and that's about it.
Okay.
And really for a bigger race, it's actually all the same thing, but I try to eat just a little more and maybe get there a little bit earlier.
Sure.
But for the marathon, I didn't do any kind of warm up because I'm like, well, I'm already running 26.2 miles. Do I really want to add another mile to my legs? I don't think I do.
Like the first few miles would be a warm up anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wild. Okay, good. You cross the finish line and you're done with the race. What does post-race routine look like?
So I like to enjoy a beer. So
Okay.
if the race has any kind of beverages, I will usually get a beer. And I usually like something sweet. I'm looking if they have cookies or donuts. I have a major sweet tooth, so I'm looking for a cookie or a donut. If it's a cold race, after I have my beer, maybe I'll get some coffee or something. And I'm not usually that hungry at first, but then about an hour later, I am starving and I like to go eat breakfast food. I love to go somewhere where I can get an Eggs Benedict or something.
Oh, okay.
I really love Eggs Benedict.
Do you have a favorite place that you've had a really good eggs Benedict that you're like, that's a good place?
Bistro St. Emmanuel has pretty good Eggs Benedict.
Okay.
Where else have I been? There's a brewery downtown that also has food, and they do
Iron
breakfast. Yes.
Oh, their pizzas are good.
They have some good breakfast food, and they do a mimosa flight.
well,
It's really good.
So what I'm hearing is that we should create a running day where we just run, have breakfast, mimosas, and then just go walk it off and go to another place. and
Yes.
yeah. Okay.
Yes, that sounds.
That's
That's what I want to do when I retire. That sounds like my kind of day.
okay.
Because I love to eat and I love to run.
Yeah. And
So-
coffee and beverages in between.
Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yep.
Yeah. And we could do it in the winter too.
Oh, yeah. Just drink warm drinks.
That's right.
Yep.
Okay.
Sounds amazing.
Do you have a favorite running item?
I would say my watch. I really cannot run without my watch. And good socks.
Okay.
I really like features. I've tried several different socks, and those have worked the best for me. And I like that they have a lifetime guarantee. So if you get a hole in the sock 5 years later, you can send them back and they'll send you new socks.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would say good socks.
Good socks and a watch. What watch
And a
do you
watch.
have?
It is the Garmin Forerunner 245 Music.
Oh.
Because I wanted to be able to put music on it so that I didn't have to always run with my phone and I could just pair this with my headphones. And then I'd have my music when I run.
So speaking of music, what are your jams?
This is going to be very unsuspecting, but I love 90s alternative.
Okay.
So like Pearl Jam, Nirvana, Stone Temple Pilots, that sort of thing. That's like the main kind of music I listen to. But on my playlist, I have a little bit of everything.
Okay.
So some country, some hip hop, but a lot of it is 90s alternative.
Okay. So this is where we call it Derek Williams. Who listens to Taylor Swift, guys?
Which cracks me up. So he ran the Louisiana Marathon with me, and I was laughing because he was in front of me, and he was just dancing while he was running.
No.
yeah.
Stop it.
I told him afterward, I said, that playlist must have been great. He said, oh, yeah, it was. It just had me going in.
That is great. I actually thought you were going to be like, oh, yeah, I'm like Derek. I have Taylor Swift.
No, I am not a Swiftie. Not at all. And I know that probably surprises people, but it is not my jam.
I love that. And I'm telling you, soul sisters right here, boo.
And I have a 10-year-old daughter, and she is not a Swiftie either.
Yeah.
And it annoys her that all of the girls in her class love
Yeah.
Taylor Swift. And I'm like, it's okay. You don't have to love Taylor Swift.
Correct. Yeah.
Like, you don't have to be like everybody else.
That's right. We are not like Derek Williams.
Even though he's one of my favorite people.
And we love him. We adore him. Just not his music.
Yes. Just not his music.
Just not his music. Okay, but what do you run in? What's your favorite running shoes?
So I've been wearing Saucony Tempest for the last couple of years, but I think they're not making them anymore.
Oh, sad.
Yeah.
I used to run in Saucony Tempest.
So I'm going to have to figure out what their new shoe is that's like it.
Okay.
But I have been able to find them pretty cheap lately since they're not making them anymore.
Oh, that's good to know.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So I like those. I like the Saucony Endorphin Speed. And I like Brooks Ghost Max.
Okay.
So really the shoe I wear depends on the distance and what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So if it's an easy day, I'll do my Tempest. If I'm racing a half marathon, then I'll do the Endorphin Speeds. And then for the marathon, I wore the Brooks Ghost Max because I felt like I needed just some more cushion, and they were really good for the marathon. And so I have a pair put back in my closet for when I start marathon training.
Oh, nice.
Again.
Okay. All right. Do you have a marathon in mind that year?
About 90% sure I'm going to do the Gulf Coast Marathon in Mississippi.
Yay. That's a good one.
I did the half a few years ago, so I'm familiar with the second half of the course, the hard half.
Hard half.
So I know what I'm getting into,
Oh, that's good.
but that's the one I'm thinking about.
Okay. And that one's really fun. You get to run into the Shuckers Stadium, and I don't know, I hate that you have to climb out of stairs after.
Oh, yes.
But it's a good time too. So
It is. I'm excited about it. I haven't signed up yet, but I'm probably about to pull the trigger in the next couple of weeks.
yeah, that's exciting. Okay.
And I think there's some other people around Mobile who are running that one or either one around the same time frame. So I'll have some people to train with, hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's so good. For your longer runs, what do you like to fuel with?
So I cannot do the goo gel. I tried that years ago and it was not my thing. But recently I've tried the Huma. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either.
I tried that gel and it's not as thick as the goo gel.
Yeah.
So I like it a lot better. And it's like kind of fruity. So it almost tastes like I'm drinking a smoothie or something.
Oh, okay.
So I like that. I just tried Sis gel last week and I like that one. And then I like the Scratch Chews. So usually just a little bit of all of that. Maybe I'll do a few chews the first time and then next do some Huma gel. And then I also bring water and Element with me.
Okay. That's good.
And I tried Tailwind. I'm not sure about that.
Okay.
I think it may have had that mixed with everything else. Maybe I got too much sugar on my marathon or something because I did crash the last couple of miles.
Oh.
And so I know it wasn't that I didn't get enough carbs because I had enough carbs. So I think I had too much sugar and the sugar made me crash. So I really need to hone that in for my next marathon and figure that out.
Isn't that interesting? That nutrition is key. And one of the things that I've started incorporating is carbs fuel. And I was surprised that it's easily drinkable. And I was like, wow, okay. I took it on my last bike ride and was like, I felt like I did fairly well.
Yeah.
But no, I'm the same way. It's something about that texture of the goos and then you have to drink right after.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want, it just seems like a lot of extra. But then if you don't fuel properly, then you're just like, okay, well now what? You're depleted of everything.
And the thing is, for a half marathon, you really don't need it. You don't need near as much as you do for a marathon. So you have a few long runs that you have to try things out on and make sure you get it right before the big day. So that's what's hard.
I think that's the thing that I like about running is that it's such an experiment.
It really is.
Whether with socks or shoes or nutrition, you're just like, okay, what has worked? Because what worked, as you said, what worked for a shorter distance may not work for that longer distance, whether it's a pair of running shorts or a sports bra or whatever it is. You're just like, well, okay, so I know this works for this distance, but it's not going to work for this. It's mind-blowing.
It is.
To me.
And everybody's different, too.
Absolutely.
You'll talk to this person and they say, oh, I love goo. It's been great for me. I love the consistency of it. And for others, it's like, well, that tears my stomach up. And so it's just crazy how everybody's different.
That's wild. Yeah. And we're all doing the same thing.
Yep.
It's just,
Yeah.
or you're Steve Blankus and you do nothing.
Yes. That is wild to me. Wow.
The man is not normal. He's just not normal.
He's not.
So do you have a favorite running memory?
I do.
Okay.
And it actually involves the person that you just mentioned.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So I was running the Mobile Half Marathon in 2024. And I was trying to PR. And I was doing pretty good. But about mile 11, I started slowing down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And so I needed to keep a certain pace. And my last mile had been 20 seconds slower than I needed it to be. Well, next thing I know, he comes running alongside me and we talked for a minute, and he was doing the full marathon and I was doing the half. And I told what my pace was trying to be. Mm-hmm. And he said, oh, well, that's the pace I'm doing for the marathon. And I said, yeah, but I slowed down my last mile and I'm not going to be able to make my PR. I just don't think there's any way I can recover. And he goes, oh, yes, you can. He said, come with me.
Oh.
And so we ran together. Our next mile, I think, was like a 7:45 pace. And I mean, I had so much fun those next few miles with him. Mm. We were just talking, and he would point to a person and he'd say, okay, Ann, we're about to pass that person. Come on. And so I'd go right along with him and we'd pass that next person. And he'd say, okay, we're going to take down this one. And we'd take down the next person. And he was just not worried about if he messed his marathon up or anything. Mm. He was helping me, and I was so thankful for it. Well, we get to the end of the race. And so if you're running the half, you take a left. Mm-hmm. And if you're running the full, you take a right and you do the course again.
Yeah.
So he said, all right, well, I'm about to take a right. You're going to have to take a left, and you have about half a mile left. And he said, now, Ann, I've seen you kick it at the end of races. And I know that you can finish this thing strong, and I know you have it. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. You have been like a guardian angel, just running with me for these last few miles. And I ended up making my goal and having a PR on that race, and it is all because of him.
Oh my gosh. I love that story.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
He really is.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. I adore him. Like, absolutely. This last Mississippi Gulf Coast, 2 of us ran the half, and then we had 2 friends that were running the full. So, of course, he finishes. He gets his medal, and then, of course, he places.
Oh,
so then he's just
always.
like, oh, yeah, it's another medal. I was like, dude, like, what? And he was like, what are you guys doing? And I'm like, we're going to go cheer on our friend because we know that, like, she's due any moment. Mm-hmm. And so we went where you turn in, like, it's that last hill you got to climb to go into the stadium. And so I'm like, okay, so we're our friend Kristen Rather. So we're standing there, we're waiting on her. He's like, you know what? I'm going to come with you guys. I was like, what? Okay. So he came over there and he's just cheering, like, Kristen comes around and we're cheering her on. And she had this look of like, what? And then she finishes and she was like, wait, was that the Steve Blankus?
Yes.
That's the... And I was like, yeah.
He's like a running celebrity.
Oh my gosh. And it made for all of us to be like, he took time. He was done. Mm-hmm. He could have been like, hey, they went shopping after. They were going to go do something else after. And she just was like, I can't believe he did that. I was like, I know. We were standing in the midst of greatness.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
So what a cool story.
Yeah.
To know that, like, I love how he's like, Diane, I've seen you kick it.
Yeah, I know you can do this. He had full confidence in me, and it gave me confidence to finish.
To finish strong life into somebody.
Oh, yeah. Yep. He's great.
Yeah. Man, don't we just love that man?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez.
Yep.
All right, let's talk about recovery. Let's shift to that. What does recovery look like for you?
Well, so I own a lot of recovery tools, but I don't use many of them. I keep buying things and then they just sit. In the closet, I have one of those rolly things. And I have a foam roll, like one of the small roll things. And then I have a big foam roller. and then a Theragun. And then a couple of weeks ago, I bought one of those scraper things. And that I used maybe once. So I really don't I buy things with intentions of using them, but I just don't.
Guys, hear me out. We could have a recovery statement.
We could. And all the stuff is brand new, never been used. Just take your pick. After the marathon, I did go get a massage the next day, and that was great.
Sure.
I think I'll do that again. And I did take an Epsom salt bath.
Okay.
So in the last year, I've had one Epsom salt bath and one and one massage.
I love you're like, I have the intention of it, guys. Like, it is there. It is, sounds great. What does your husband say when you bring home a new recovery tool?
Well, a lot of them, so he doesn't run. So for Christmas, he'll go to one of the running stores and
That is so
and he'll just buy stuff for me. And I'm like, oh, thanks. One year he filled my stocking with a bunch of goo. I'm like, oh, thanks for the goo. And then next time I'm running with friends, hey, anybody wants this goo? Because I'm not gonna take it.
That's fantastic.
It would probably be better if he would ask my friends what I like, but instead he just goes to the running store and he'll.
What do you suggest?
Yes.
Oh, man. Maybe we should go to all the running stores and be like, listen.
Yeah, here's my wish list.
No recovery tool.
I know, I'm terrible.
Oh, that is great. I love that so much. You're like, I've had every intention, guys. You just start doing, just put it all in your trunk. And then after, I hold it all, I'll be like, all right, you might need a foam roll. And
Yes.
I got you.
Now, I do try to drink a protein shake. So that's some recovery. Well, either that or I get a latte from Starbucks. And the way I just say that the almond milk in it has protein, so I count that as my protein shake. That's my guilty pleasure.
And I got nothing. I think my go-to is at Carpe's, the peanut butter scream.
Oh, what is this?
Girl, let me just say. And I thought I was doing so well until Emily Bullock, Coach M, was like, that's a fat, not a protein. And I was like, but can't it count as a protein?
What? So what is in this? I need to hear about
magic,
this.
girl. It is just pure magic.
Because I love peanut butter, obviously, with my pre-race things that all have peanut butter in them.
So it is peanut butter, oat milk, and I guess a shot of espresso. And then they add a little bit of chocolate to it. And you can, I don't get whipped cream, but you can get whipped cream if you want. No, everyone else does regular milk, but I do the oat milk. And it is just heavenly. It's called the peanut butter scream.
Okay.
It's at Carpe.
All right, I'm going to have to try
10
that.
out of 10 recommend.
Okay. I'm going to have to try that. It's maybe this afternoon.
It's my pleasure.
Okay.
It is my, and it's really funny because on Saturday mornings when our group goes, it is bam, 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 peanut butter scream down the line. It's just that good.
Okay.
It's like drinking peanut butter.
Yum.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
And I tried to learn how to make it at home, and I can't make it. I don't know how they do it.
You can't do it justice.
I feel like maybe I should go to Carpe one day and be like, listen, can I be a barista for a day?
I'll work for free. If I can just have the recipe for my favorite drink.
Right? Oh, it's so good. It is
Okay.
divine.
I'm going to have to add that to my list and try it.
Peanut butter scream. You can do, I guess you can do almond milk or oat milk.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
But Emily did tell me, she was like, well, you do need fat. I'm like, sure, yeah, I'm not going to ever stop drinking this drink. In my mind, peanut butter, it's protein.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and if you drink it after you run or work out, then
it's a fuel.
Yeah, it doesn't really count.
Correct. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Anne.
Because you need to replenish.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So
that's our story and we're sticking to it.
Yep, that's right. That's right. I say that several times a day. I ran this morning, so I can eat this cookie.
That's right.
Oh, cake? Yeah, I'll take some.
That is great. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Do you do any cross training activities?
So, I have a Peloton bike at home, and I used to be good about doing that, but I have not been lately. I should do some strength training. That was one of my goals for this year, but I've not been great with that. It's almost like if I have extra time, I just want to go run.
Yeah.
I just enjoy running, and that's what I want to do. I do walk some, but that's really it. I need to incorporate some other things in, but at the moment, it is just running for me.
I love your Em. Well, it's like those recovery tools.
Yeah,
It's
it
there.
really is.
It's there.
Yes, it really is.
We should follow each other on Peloton.
Yeah.
I will tell you, I do.
And you'll see how little I do it.
Right. I was thinking for accountability.
Yes, for
I
accountability.
really do love they have such a great mobility for runners. Like the things that they do for that.
They do. I
do
like their
enjoy that.
strength.
Yes.
And that you can find a 10-minute
Right.
little video on there and do it for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to do hour-long strength.
No.
Strength is not something that I really enjoy. So like 10 minutes is perfect for me.
Yeah.
10 to 15 minutes. And then I've gotten it done and I can say that I did it.
And then you can go have a cookie.
Yes. Then I go have
Or a
cookie.
latte.
Yes. Or both. They're really good together. Donut and coffee, those go perfect together.
Listen to Ann. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's say that somebody's listening and they want to get started in running, but they don't know how, or they're afraid, or they have misconceptions about running. What is a piece of advice you'd give them?
I would tell them, you just said something about accountability, to find a friend or a group to run with. Because when you're first getting started with something and you haven't made it a habit yet, it's really easy to talk yourself out of it. But if you know that somebody's in the neighborhood waiting on you to run with them, or y'all are supposed to meet at the park at a certain time, you don't want to let them down. So I would say that's the thing I recommend to really get started and to keep someone going.
That's good. Accountability.
Yes.
I love that.
Accountability.
Good. You've already mentioned a marathon. So do you have any other running goals?
I do. So I would love to qualify for Boston one day and run Boston. So that's one of the reasons I ran a marathon again, because I'm like, well, I can't qualify for Boston if I'm not running marathons. And I have a long way to go, but I want to keep improving my time on the marathon, and maybe one day, like when I'm in my 60s, I will finally be able to qualify and go run Boston. But I'm just going to try to whittle away at my time and little by little and hopefully get there one day.
Oh,
so
that's amazing.
that's my goal.
Okay. I love it. Do you have a mantra or something that you tell yourself whenever you want to quit?
Really, when I'm struggling in a race, I just tell myself that I feel good, even though I don't. Or if it's really hot, I imagine that it's cool outside.
Fair. So you do some psychology to
I
yourself.
do.
Okay.
But I just tell myself, okay, you feel good. Everything feels good. You're good. And that just seems to help me. Nothing really profound, but that's what I do.
Okay. Everything feels good.
Yep.
Let's keep trucking.
Yep.
Okay.
Pretty much.
All right. I like it. Okay. All right. What is your favorite length to run, whether it's a training run or race day?
Training run, probably about 10 miles, and race day, I really love the half marathon.
Okay.
I've done a lot of 5Ks, but my next race that I've done the most of is a half marathon. And I really don't like 5Ks. There's just a lot of them, and it's easy to just get out there and run a 5K, but I really love the half marathon.
Okay. All right. When you are not running, what fuels you? What are you passionate about?
Well, I love spending time with my family. I have a 10-year-old girl and an 8-year-old boy, so they're in a lot of different activities. So they definitely keep me busy. And I help coach YDL cross country and track at their school. So that keeps me busy. I also, like I said earlier, I love to eat. So I love going and trying a new restaurant and having a date night with my husband. I've recently gotten into playing mahjong.
Whoa.
So that, I'm really loving that.
Okay.
So when I'm not running, I'm looking for people to play mahjong with.
All right.
So yeah, if you
No.
start playing, let me know. We can have mahjong meetup.
I have seen the rule book for this thing.
Yes, there are a lot of
Seems
rules.
a little intense.
Okay, yes. The first time I took a class, I was overwhelmed. I was like, there is no way. But the more I played, you start getting it. And if you start with people who are newbies too, who are all kind of learning the rules, that makes it better. I don't think you want to take a class and then go play with people who have been playing for years, because there are different levels of mahjong people. Some people play with blanks and some people don't. In the real rules, you don't play with blanks. So if one group plays with blanks, some people who don't play with blanks look down on them because they play with blanks.
Wow.
Because it makes the game a little bit easier.
Okay.
So yeah, but it's a lot of fun.
Okay.
We've gotten a group together in my neighborhood, and then I have other friends who play. So yes, I'm always looking for people to maj with.
That's great.
Running friends and maj friends.
I love that. That is phenomenal.
I also like to read.
Okay.
So I don't get to do that as much as I would like because I'm running and majing a lot, but
That's great. That's great. I love how you mentioned that. So your kids are running.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. So how is that coaching them?
I think they might do better if somebody else was coaching them, especially my daughter. Sometimes we are a lot alike. And so sometimes me telling her something, she gets mad. But it's fun. I love watching her. I love the way I've gotten her to do well. I have to bribe her. I tell her, we'll get ice cream. You finish this run and you do your best and we'll go get ice cream.
Something
or something.
sweet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Something sweet again. Now my son, this will be his first year where he can really run.
Okay.
So we'll see how he does.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know how he's going to do. He might love it. He may. And I think she likes it. She will complain while she's running, but then she gets done and tells me it was so much fun and she loved it. So I guess that's kind of like us too.
Yeah.
We can be out at Holla at the Dollar
Like, I hate this. Why am I
crying,
here?
and then we finish and we're like, oh yeah, that was the greatest run ever.
That's great. That's absolutely right. Absolutely. Yep. Any final words of wisdom, my friend?
Well, I found this cool quote that really sums up how I feel about running. I don't run to add days to my life. I run to add life to my days. So there's something to be said about being up before everybody else and being able to get 10 miles in and watch the sunrise while you're out there and just reflect on everything and be grateful that you can get up and run. And running is really something that brings me joy. And people say all the time, I don't know why you run. If I'm running, it's because somebody's chasing me.
Right.
And for them, what I would say is, well, go find something that you like. Don't run just because you think it's cool or you want to lose weight or you think that's what you're supposed to do. If it's something you don't enjoy, don't do it because then it's not going to stick. So really with running, find your why. And my why is just that it brings me joy. And I love our running community and some of my group runs. Those are one of the highlights of my week, getting out and just talking and running with friends.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So yeah.
And this has been so much fun.
It has.
Absolutely amazing. Again, shout out to Derek for saying you should really get to know Ann. And I was like, well, I know Ann's silhouette. So now I get to know Ann.
Yes.
I get to know Ann. And
Yes, I'm so glad you invited me.
I told you already, and I'm so excited for you. And I can't wait to see you take on Boston one day. So it'll be exciting.
It may be 20, 30 years.
We'll still be shopping around, girl. Thank you so much for taking time to share your story.
Thank you for having me.
I told you guys you were going to love Ann. She's amazing. Absolutely adore her. Again, I can't wait to see what else she can do. She's phenomenal. And Ann, you need to know how extraordinary you are. And again, shout out to our friend Derek Williams, who said, hey, you need to get Ann on the podcast. So much fun. So thank you, Derek, for the recommendation. Thank you, Anne, for sharing your story and your heart and just such a fun human being. I'm just so tickled that I got to know you and your story. I love you, my friend. Absolutely amazing. Speaking of amazing, guys, that is where our partners for this month, they are the official gym of Spring Hill Boot Camp. They are the official podcast partners of Run Your Story, and that is the gym to go to, which is Spring Hill Boot Camp and Impact Training. Guys, get up with them, reach out to them. I love when I get messages of like, "Whew, that looked like a hard workout, girl, sign me up." Or, "Hey girl, I see they are going to Spring Hill. What do I need to do to get involved?" And I love when friends come and tell me, "Hey, guess what? I'm now a member of Spring Hill Boot Camp." I love working out with friends. Saturday mornings are my favorite day because I get to be there hitting the pavement and hitting the gym with my people, and it's so much fun. So come and join us. Come join Spring Hill Boot Camp Run Club. Join TAC. Join Spring Hill Boot Camp. You guys will not be disappointed. And if you don't live nearby, make sure that you go find a place that you can do strength training. It is so very important. So thank you guys so very much for believing in this podcast and supporting the running community. It's absolutely beautiful. Thank you to Gilliard Tech Services. Gray does an outstanding job of editing our podcast, of making sure that we all sound so good. He makes me sound amazing, and I'm so thankful for that. He believes in Run Your Story, and he does such an amazing job with the website, and so I'm incredibly thankful to have him on the team. He loves Run Your Story probably more than I do, so he's phenomenal. So thank you, Gray Gilliard, for believing in Run Your Story and all that you do to give to Run Your Story. Guys, if you're looking for a website designer, if you're looking for somebody to make your website dreams come true or recreate them, he is your go-to. He can do anything with a website. So phenomenal, 10 out of 10, highly recommend. So look him up on our website at runnerstory.com. You can also check him out at Gilliard Tech Services as well. As always, thank you to Mars Hill Church for believing in the Run Your Story community. They believe in stories. They believe in the importance of sharing our stories and that we all have a story. And they're right, we all have a story. So I'm incredibly indebted to Mars Hill Church for always giving us a safe place to be able to share those stories. So thank you to Mars Hill Church. And if you're looking for a place to fit in, a place to grow, that would be Mars Hill. They're absolutely amazing there. And they love the running community so very much. Thank you to our Patreon family members. We could not do this without you. We love and adore you, and thank you for all that you do for us. You share the podcast, you listen to the podcast, you give us feedback, and you take care of us financially. So it does take money to put on a podcast, and we're incredibly thankful that we have such incredible Patreon family members who pour back into the podcast. And so thank you so very much. To everyone who listens, make sure you like, share, comment. We love hearing feedback. We love seeing when it gets shared on social media. These stories are so important, and that's how they get out there. Not everybody knows about Run Your Story, but you know about Run Your Story, so make sure that you share and like and comment and all the things. That's how your stories get out there. And just thank you to everyone who believes in Run Your Story, whether from wearing our swag or listening to the podcast. I can never say thank you enough for all that you're doing to make sure that these stories get heard, because they're incredible stories. And again, thank you to Anne so much for sharing your story. You're absolutely incredible, my friend. And guys, go Run Your Story, because every story needs to be heard.